Hello and thanks for joining us. Anoche le NFL. Beyond the NBA's celebration of Latin heritage, both among its players and fans. With Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. And joining us on the sidelines, another Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. The Dallas Mavericks, they come in off the loss to the Timberwolves. And here's Doncic from the arc. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. And Greg, even with teams daring Giannis to shoot from outside, his career three-point percentage stuck below 30%.
And still an elite scorer because of his proficiency at the rim. But it's been said before, if he adds the triple, he'll be truly unguardable.
The kick out to Westbrook. Ellis surveying the D. Back to Westbrook. Granger for the three. Rebound by Joel Embiid. And so Doncic will bring it up for Dallas. On the wing, Doncic. Westbrook with the steal. Here's Antetokounmpo. Lays it up off the glass.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
Going right to the rim, which is where you want transition opportunities to end.
Now here's Lucas. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on DeMar DeRozan. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Giannis. Off the inbound pass.
That was worth the price of admission. An amazing athlete. The length, speed, Giannis is borderline impossible to guard when he is playing downhill.
The kick outside to Butler. Dallas moving it around. Here's Doncic. He can't get that one to fall. Westbrook with the nice D there. Houston has come out of the gates quickly. And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Yes, Kevin, I caught up with Jason Kidd just a few minutes ago. Going into the first game of the season, he said we have to attack them inside and in transition. See how that works out. If they don't adjust, we're going to keep pressing. Well, Kevin, that seems like a good idea considering his explosive team that he has. Back to you.
Thank you, David.
Well, he'll run through a wall to win, but sometimes Jimmy Butler can drive his coach up a wall. Despite that tendency, though, to embrace conflict, this guy is worth it.
If you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first.
Houston foul. Bell Ellis. First personal foul. Second team foul.
Here's Doncic. He's had his share of big nights at the offensive end, that's for sure. His scoring average is at 18 points a game. Now, here's Doncic. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Deflected by Howard.
Now Dwight Howard at his best, sending it back. Well, conversions have been a problem. 0 for 4.
And Greg, last season, Butler and Spoelstra got into it on the sideline. We all saw it. It was an interesting moment.
Yeah, I think that's a good way of phrasing it. That manic intensity perhaps necessary at times for a player who competes as hard as Jimmy.
Here's Granger, following the score by DeMar DeRozan. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
The word you hear most about Granger is efficient. Good for mid-range, draws a lot of fouls, can score even when the D has all of his attention.
2 shots.
The first one falls.
And the question for the Mavs is simple. How do you best build around Luka Doncic? They'll try to answer that in the coming year.
He's perfect from the line this time. And Greg, it just seems for the Mavs it's all about finding the right fit for the role player.
And that's why this team was willing to move on from Porzingis. Going forward, you can see them look a lot like the Harden era Rockets.
And it's Doncic missing. And Zoelos will bring it up for the Houston Rockets. Puts up a 3. Good on the triple.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
To the inside. And out of bounds as the Rockets gain possession.
Substitution on the floor.
Rockets leading by 9. Lewis left side. Takes the 3. He can't get it to go. Now Dallas takes it the other way. Stolen by Westbrook. Lewis gets the bucket. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats here for Houston?
Right off the bat, they're going after the ball, looking to jump into the passing lanes and create some steals in transition.
You know, also, they've been incredible on the fast break, taking those chances, playing with great pace.
And here are the Rockets now. They have a 9-point lead.
Well, there's a level of physicality that Russell Westbrook plays with, right? He has a willingness to seek and find contact.
For Houston, they have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both. He's off on the first.
Wow, what, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. That one misses.
Boy, this hurts to have to bring up, but I was there for the Rockets title-winning days back in '94 when I was with the Knicks. I saw Houston in the finals firsthand.
Here's Finley. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. 3-pointer, Butler. Westbrook pulls it in.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And it's Ellis finishing it off.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've gotten.
Pass to Finley. Lock at 6. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Ball stolen. Here's Finley. Russell Westbrook with the rebound. Rockets leading by 9. Lewis with the 3. Good, and the assist goes to Ellis. Lewis has got 5.
Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
And a double-digit lead on the scoreboard as we end the first.
20. The Mavericks. 8.
And buenas noches, basketball fans. It's Latin night here on 2K Sports. And you might have noticed the custom jerseys worn by the players. And for the Rockets here, they've been putting on a show, guys.
The offense firing on all cylinders. They dominated that first period.
That's exactly the start you want. You take complete command. Now you've got to maintain that focus.
Lewis on the wing. Fires the 3. Bangs home the trifecta. 8 points for him.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
Pass to Lucas. Now in the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game. And in the last decade, defenses switching on screens has increased dramatically. Is this the new normal, you think?
Kevin, I think so. Yeah, I think Teams that switch well tend to defend well, because switching can create mismatches, but it's harder to punish those now with all the help defense.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thanks very much. Now, from the step back to his attacking style, some have compared Luka Doncic to the Bear, James Harden. There are some similarities, Harden said. Being able to dictate and control the game like he does, he never lets anyone speed him up, and he gets what he wants. Back to you, Kevin.
He always has. They're both pretty fun to watch. David, thank you.
He's got the size to make that an easy finish. Vucevic, deep position, and he's golden.
Down low. Embiid, no good.
Well, we didn't see the same kind of control we're used to seeing from him. This guy is usually a tremendous finisher.
From downtown, Johnson can't hit. Mavericks trailed by 15. To the paint. Out to Doncic. In the corner, it's Ginobili. A three-pointer off the mark.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
Elliott the bucket.
They've been outstanding from beyond the arc this quarter. Their percentage has been climbing steadily.
The three for Doncic. The shot comes out. The Rockets go the other way with it. Crosses over. Richardson attacking. And it's Richardson slamming it down.
And those are the kinds of plays that are just killing them right now.
They need this. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
What blows me away about Doncic, the consistency across the board.
GA, for 3 straight years, he was selected to the first team All-NBA. And that's all before he turned 24 years of age. Do you have any idea how hard that is to do? What he has done is incredible.
To the middle. Here's DeRozan. Dallas moving it around. Butler.
Jimmy Butler.
The shot's good on the assist by Doncic.
Luka Doncic made it known early in his career he is one of the best passers in the NBA.
Richardson outside. Pass to Elliott. 5 to shoot. Houston needs to get a shot. Lets it go with the 3. Mavericks with the rebound. Outside DeRozan.
Well, we talk about the offensive prowess of DeMar DeRozan. Clever use of the up fake and gets him to draw the foul. Nicely done.
And the Mavs fans are hoping this team, Doris, is poised to repeat the success of the early 2000s.
Well, Kevin, I think you have to look at the deep run into the playoffs from last year where they finally figured out the pieces they need to have around their great star, Luka Doncic. Obviously, you need shooting across positions, but I think one thing you need to consider if you're the Dallas Mavericks, paint protection is critical. High-level defenders are critical. So do you need that presence in the paint and a vertical threat at the cup to enhance Luka's skills even more?
And, you know, for all of his production, Rivers really is the emotional leader out there. Very intense and extremely confident.
And they double up DeRozan. In the corner, it's Richardson. And a miss there on the triple. And it's Rivers with the ball. He brings it up for the Rockets. They led the game at 1 point by 20. And Howard has it in the corner. Here's Antetokounmpo. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Right side, DeRozan. Trying his luck from deep. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. Rivers with it. Now guarded by DeRozan. On the wing, Johnson. Hands it from downtown. Johnson's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
And Dallas calls their first time out of the game. Mavericks trailed by 20. Pass to Lucas. Antetokounmpo on the double team. Here's Finley. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going. And Finley brings a lot of athleticism to that position. Can throw it down as well as stroke it from deep.
Now here's Ellis. From deep three-point range. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Ellis.
Dallas ball.
And 1:01 left in the first half of the game. Here's Finley. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's on Dwight Howard.
Yeah, the defender all over it.
This is his second trip to the free throw line. And he knocks down the first one.
2 shots.
He hits one and misses one, each at the line. GA, the Houston Rockets, coming off back-to-back losing seasons. And that has been tough for that franchise and for the city.
And, Kevin, no doubt it affects the team's morale. It's hard to find the positives and see the road ahead. But, listen, you got to stay strong and focus on just getting better every day.
Dallas again missing.
Solid rebound there. And with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
Kicks it out to Granger. Shot clock at 5. Roy Hibbert with the rebound.
And one thing I liked in the first quarter was their aggressiveness to draw the contact, putting the defense on the defensive.
Boy, when he's this deep, it's going to be tough to stop him, especially with a smaller defender.
Granger outside. And so it's Houston with an 18-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. From the field, they have been outstanding. Amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. We come back right after this. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Ellis outside. They double team Ellis. Pass to Howard. Ball's knocked loose. Doncic with the steal. Here's DeRozan. Here's Lucas. And here is Doncic. Tries again. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
No, this guy is so effective with the pump fake. Luka Doncic gets the defender off his feet. Beautiful.
And you watch the way Doncic runs this offense. He's become a master at the pick and roll. Incredible to see someone run it to perfection.
And with Doncic in the pick and roll game, he's so good at such a young age.
It's amazing how well he reads the defense. But he can also freeze the defender or create confusion with that hesitation. He has all the tricks to run it.
Mavericks trailed by 18. Pass to DeRozan. To the wing on the left. It's Solomon to Antetokounmpo. Now Granger. Ellis wide open. Fires the jumper from the corner and nails it. Ellis has got 7 points.
Well, coaches might discourage that kind of look, but he'll take it anyway. Well, nice job crashing the glass. You'd love to see that kind of effort.
Houston leading by 20. In the corner, Granger with it. Fades. And good that time.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Some power coming from the PG.
That's right, GA. Seeing more and more of that these days. Backcourt guys who can elevate.
We know versatility is huge in this game. Just a tremendous job finishing that play. Wow.
Launches a three. No good that time. And Houston the other way. For three, Westbrook. Jimmy Butler with the rebound. Mavericks trailed by 20. Pass to Lucas. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo.
And a lot of attention on Antetokounmpo's offense, but don't sleep on the D. He can defend every part of the court and does it with intensity.
Smart accurate passes, Greg, are really paying off for them at the moment.
And also good off-ball movement. Everyone is paying attention and looking to create the best shot for the team.
Extra on that one, fellas. Nobody's stopping that.
Not when he comes in there with that tomahawk. That's just too much force. Embiid, no good. Houston leading by 22. Granger from outside. A three-pointer is right on target. Granger's got 7 points in the game.
Well, just really intelligent playmaking from Russell Westbrook. This guy sees someone with a good look, and he gets him the basketball.
Dallas calls timeout. Three minutes gone now in the third quarter. Doncic right side. Inside. Over Westbrook. Back to Doncic. 6 on the shot clock. Embiid the screen. Dallas needs to get off a shot. The shot will not fall. Excellent D there from Williams.
Boy, they can't cut into this lead with him going stone cold and only so much time to turn it around.
What I like here, even with the big lead, they continue to execute their offense.
And that, to me, is a sign of excellent coaching. There's an attention to detail. There is valuing of every possession. Now, the superb athleticism of Russell Westbrook on full display. The vertical out of this world.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Personal foul.
And Giannis's journey, GA, so incredibly compelling. A full-length movie made about his and his brother's path to the NBA.
Well, you hear that saying, my life is like a movie. Never truer than for Giannis. It's been an odyssey for the Greek freak. Yeah, they're rolling right now. That lead continues to grow.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
Here's Granger. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. That one on Embiid.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
At the line.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Rockets?
I'm in love with how they're moving the basketball all game long, and also their ability to move without the ball. That style just makes it so difficult to defend.
They've also been scoring on the break with how difficult it is to get buckets in the half court. Anytime you can push the ball in transition for easy ones, that's big time.
And finished off by DeRozan.
Boy, how effortless does DeMar DeRozan make those slams look? This guy glides to the rim and makes it look easy.
There's 1:38 left in the third quarter. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. And the Mavericks will go for a different look here.
Substitution on the court.
Now the Rockets with it. They're on a 19-5 run here. Johnson outside. On the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Ginobili with the ball. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And the touch from Ginobili. So clever and confident on the interior.
Here's Johnson. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Johnson's got his second bucket of the night.
Slow rotation there defensively, and he gets a wide open look from mid-range.
And I'll tell you, you look up at the scoreboard, that's correct. They have a big lead for a reason.
Richardson, no luck.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Tries it from 19. And Johnson missing again.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
And there's the call on Ginobili. That is his first foul of the game.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Richardson. And a slam dunk by Richardson.
And the dunk was nice, Kevin, but the move he made to free himself up was a thing of beauty.
It sure was, Greg. What a savvy play to get into position for that jam. Over to the left wing. Butler from outside. Doesn't go that time. And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. Houston on top, opening up a huge gap. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the fourth quarter of action when we return. And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Here's Christie. And the play-in tournament, Greg, is here to stay, but the terminology is somewhat in limbo. Is that going to be part of the playoffs?
You hear people say it's not the playoffs, it's the play-in. Maybe the term postseason should cover both the play-in and the playoff. Something to think about.
For your Rockets, Julius Randle.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Roy Hibbert picks one up. And Greg, just like you, Julius Randle is a southpaw, left-handed.
Yeah, and you know, the angles are different for lefties. We operate a little differently, and I think that can throw defenders off. So I'm always going to pull for the southpaw.
Guys, what you love about Julius Randle is the well-rounded nature of his game. Because he works so hard on his shooting ability, it makes his dribble drive that much more dangerous.
Richardson left side. And stolen by Hibbert. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Here's Finley. Randle with some nice D.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Boy, this guy just can't buy a bucket, and yet they have the advantage.
They get a hand on it. Harrington for three. It's hauled in by Richardson.
And if they know what's good for them, that's the way they'll defend against him every time he takes the ball in the three-point lane.
Well, the strength of Julius Randle is an obvious asset. This guy, despite being undersized, is able to finish through contact.
Here's Finley going inside, and he lays it straight in.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Pass to Johnson. And for a while there, Greg, it seemed like we were entering the super team era. But lately, homegrown talent Players you draft and develop or sign and develop seems to be the way teams are going.
Yeah, and it's not easy to maintain a culture when you're bringing in stars from outside. We've seen some cautionary examples here of late.
Here's Butler. Launches it. And they get it back. Harrington. Misses the wing J. And Vucevic has got the ball here for the Houston Rockets.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
First personal foul. Third team foul. In for the Mavericks.
Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Johnson from outside. It's rebounded by Dallas. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Doncic, no good.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Pass to Hibbert. Outside DeRozan. Crafty move. A special move before the shot. And it's 8 points for DeMar DeRozan.
Well, that basket's all about the handle of DeMar DeRozan. He's worked hard to be able to navigate space.
Here's Vucevic. DeMar DeRozan grabs the board. Over in the corner, Doncic. Off target with his three.
I'll tell you, you hate to pin this on one person, but his inefficiencies at the offensive end are holding this group back.
Last year, as we know, the NBA, Doris, named the members of the 75th anniversary team. Any players that were missed that you think should have been on that list?
I mean, the one guy that comes to mind immediately is Klay Thompson, who will go down as one of the great shooters in NBA history. The problem for voters, I think, is the challenge of weighing the accomplishments of prior generations with what we are witnessing today. It is a challenging vote. There's no doubt Klay will be top 100 when it comes in 25 years.
Just 4 to shoot. And Doncic throws it down.
Authoritative finish by Luka Doncic above the rim.
We know the NBA is exploring alternate broadcasts for selected games, allowing users to pick their commentators. Doris, should you and I be nervous?
Kevin, I'm always nervous, and you will always be the A-team. Come on, my man. The fans know they need to listen to Kevin Harlan.
You are, Doris, way too kind. Coming from you, a Hall of Famer, you kidding me? I'll work with you any day, and I'll do the analyst, and you can do the play-by-play. How does that sound?
Kevin, love it.
A nice shot by Granger.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. Lucas.
Maurice Lucas.
Lays it up and in on the nice reverse.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Rockets.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And they took charge when it counted, and they'll be notching their 9th win overall.
And they'll take the win tonight, setting the tone in the first matchup of this 4-game season series.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Russell Westbrook.
What you love about his performance is that he is simply taking what the defense allows and then making the most of his opportunities.
Doncic, no good.
And you know what? If you're the defense, you got him right where you want him. Let him keep shooting those threes because he's been brutal in this half.
From deep. No good. Shot missing. And Houston the other way now. Ellis outside. There's the triple. Offensive rebound. Outside Westbrook. Lets it go from deep. Ellis can't get it to go. And stolen by Howard. Granger outside. And it's off from three-point range. And here's Doncic from the arc. And it's sent back by Howard. So we see Houston taking the W here. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just...
Is an omen. If you owe me, then pay the ticket or they pay a visit in a low tent. My theory is you lames on the low end. What you try